Forget boring vases. This project uses a simple twist to create something truly unique. Whether you want a modern planter, a sleek candle holder, or a mini fire feature, this design has you covered. I'll walk you through the entire process, step by step. Experiment with different colors and textures to make it truly your own. Welcome back to Timber West Design, where we talk timber, shade structures, and outdoor living. Here are the supplies you're going to need for this project. You need some cementol, you need a bucket to mix it in, you'll need a scale to measure the correct ratio of cementol to water, you'll need a way to mix it. I love this drill mixer. You're going to need some molds, some mold release. We're going to need some spot putty and some primer to get it ready for paint. And then after paint, have some other primer and a couple of top coat paints. That'll take care of making the product. Then you just have to decide what you want to make it into. So one of them I'm going to turn into a fire feature, uses bioethanol fuel. You can buy yourself a fake plant, put it in there, make it into a candle, kind of whatever you want to do. You ready to get started? Let's go. So here's the shape I decided to make. I like this quarter twist, looks kind of fun. So we need to make a mold on each quarter. So we'll show that here. That's 1/4 of a mold. We just need to make this the exact same shape 4 times for all the sides. And then we need a top, like so. That'll all get bolted together. So let's get this sent off to the printer. It's always exciting to see your digital file and ideas come to life on the 3D printer. Can't wait to put these things together and cast a concrete part with this. The 3D printer's been hard at work. It's created all these parts. So the next step, what we're going to do is put some mold release and just a light coat. Just make sure we get everywhere. And then just each piece gets covered. It's a little easier to see on the gray. You don't want to puddle it. You just want to get a nice coating on it. Okay, let's put this thing together. This is a little kind of a tricky mold, a little bit. This shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna put these bolts on. What I like to do is just not tighten them just yet, just kind of finger tight until we get everything put together. And then we'll use a wrench and snug them up pretty good. Mold's all put together, all snug, tightened up. This kind of looks cool with this multicolor. So we're ready to mix some concrete. So I have 5,700 grams of concrete, 1,100 grams of water. This is more than I want to mix inside the shop, so let's take it outside, we'll mix it, we'll come back in. So what I like to do is not pour all the concrete, or not all the water in at once. I'm going to pour most of it, but leave a little bit back so I can base the concrete consistency more on like a pancake batter mix than just a 4-to-1 ratio. Concrete's all mixed up, ready to go into the mold. Just want to right to the brim. Oh, should have enough, hopefully. Might have to get the scraper out and scoop some out. Think we're looking good. Let's give this a few hours to set up and see how it looks. Are you struggling to get a good night's sleep? NuCalm is here to help. It's a breakthrough system that's designed to calm your mind and get your body ready for a deep, restful sleep. I use it every night. I put on this blackout mask with these built-in speakers, put it on, and go off into La La Land. I like to use the deepest sleep, the best sleep ever. Click the button, get ready for a great night's sleep. Sleep better, live better. Discover NuCalm today. It's been a few hours. Let's start unbolting this thing and see what it's going to look like. I'm excited to see this one. This is a fun design. I've got all the bolts off. Now I just want to take a screwdriver and just kind of pry it in here a little bit. This is always the most exciting part of the project, to see the first pull. And this is coming off. This comes off really easy. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, let's pop this part off. Oh, it comes right out. All right, very cool. Love this twist. This looks really nice. So what we're gonna do is let this dry out. Give it a day or so. Then we'll sand all the parting lines, get it ready for primer, and I'll see you then. So I gave it a couple of days to dry out a little bit. So now what we have to do is where the molds come together, it's called a parting line. And we just need to sand that and smooth that up. So I use 150 grit sandpaper for some of it. I use a little bit more coarser paper with a block. So if I have some areas that need a little bit more aggressive sanding, I can block it in. Or I have a little sanding tool I can use to kind of get in there and sand certain areas. So any of these work. It's really now just a matter of just getting everything smooth and ready for primer. So I'll sand these, get to that stage, and then we'll go from there. So my first coat of primer, I do a pretty heavy coat, but then you still have some flaws. So where the parting lines are, and there's just flaws here and there. So what I do is I take some spot putty, put it on a gloved finger, kind of just rub it in some of the areas that just need a little bit of attention. Just kind of go through it. I'll sand that potentially, depending on how it looks after I sand the primer, I might do one more coat of primer and then we'll get it ready for paint. So as you can see, I painted these. I think they turned out fantastic. Let's talk about paint a little bit. So on this one, I used the primer and sanded it and did a top coat of this paint. On this one, I did the primer, sanded it, getting it to this point where it can be painted. This Fleck paint does not cover well. So what I did is I used a white top coat kind of a primer. This is not a sandable primer, but I painted the white over the gray just so that this doesn't have to cover as much and it just gives it more of a white undertone. So that's how I finished this one. I think I'm going to turn this one into a planter. Just get a fake plant, put it in there, you're done. I think it looks great. If you wanted to put a live plant in there, you could. You're definitely going to need to drill a hole for drainage. In this case, I thought, hey, I don't want to deal with the drainage and I don't want to deal with watering. I'm just going to buy a fake plant and put it in here. I think it looks great. On this one, I have a food can. I put some high temp paint in here, painted it. I also put these little firestones in here to get the height right. And now I'm going to put some just on the outsides to help center it. And we're going to turn this one into a fire feature. So I like this bioethanol fuel. It's going to look really cool. Just put a little bit in here. I'll fill it most of the way. And we're going to light it. And this takes a second to get going, but it sure looks good when it's running. And there you have a fire feature. You could turn this into a candle. You could pretty much do anything you want with it. It's pretty versatile, looks really cool. Let me know what you think. I had a lot of fun creating this project, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. If you're enjoying my channel, it sure helps it if you like, share, and subscribe. If you like to build this yourself, I'm making the digital files for the molds available on my website at timberwestdesign.com. For a small fee, you can download, print your own molds, and create your own cool project like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.